What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day. We finally hit our four-man we have been looking for the past couple of weeks. It has been quite the journey to get here. We have had so many 2 out of 4s, so many 3 out of 4s, so many 0.5 misses, and we finally found a four-man today. It was not easy. This guy hits by 0.5, and his team actually completely throws the game, so they were winning by like a lot, and then his team ends up throwing the game, but luckily we got a couple of kills out of him before his team threw, and we did cash this 8.5x, right? So again, this is our first step towards the journey, the climb of climbing out of a little bit of a hole that we dug ourselves into, guys. I shared this with you guys. We are actually unprofitable on the year on PrizePicks and Underdog so far in 2026. We have had really nice, climbs and stuff, increases, but the past 2-3 weeks have been absolutely horrible. It's probably been one of the worst runs I've ever experienced, and it doesn't make sense, so many of these things that have gone wrong. We do also cash yesterday's play of the day for a 3x, all right, guys? So it was Morez Johnson to go under 12.5 points, and then Joel Embiid, really, really easy play here to go under 4.5 assists. He only gets 1 assist the entire game, which is amazing to see there. So if you guys catch this 8.5x, if you guys catch this 3x with me here on this channel, I really greatly appreciate if you could like and comment on this video. Just go ahead and comment down below who you think is going to win the NBA Finals if you don't have anything to comment. Also, by liking and commenting, guys, you'll get entered to win this signed Tyrese Maxey jersey that I'm going to be giving away at the end of April, okay? So every single day that you come on here, like and comment, you will get entered one additional raffle ticket to win this Tyrese Maxey jersey. So if you like and comment every day, pretty easy to do. It maybe takes 10 seconds. You guys will get maybe 20, 25, 30 entries into this raffle, and hopefully have a lot of great entries into that to have a higher chance to win, obviously, okay? So rounding out the rest of the day, guys, I talked about this one in yesterday's video. I got a little bit heated because of how crazy of a loss this one was with Jackie's. And, if you didn't watch yesterday's video, it's pretty much this guy and his whole team had the game won. Like, they literally needed to right-click a building to win the game. And they all decide, for some reason, I don't know whether it's rigged or what, but they all decide to just gang up on this one guy and get one final kill in the game, and the game ends 2 seconds after, and they could have just ended the game like 10 seconds before, but they didn't. It's kind of hard to explain if you didn't watch yesterday's video, but it's not really that important. This guy goes over by 1 kill, and the 1 kill that he did have was just honestly complete and utter BS. And he should have went under at 6 all day of the week. And I kind of mentioned that. I said, guys, based on my luck, I know this is going to hit now because just with how unlucky we got with Jackie's, and not even unlucky, it's just really unreasonable that it even did that. And it's like kind of bad sportsmanship on this GX team here for even doing that. But these two guys in Valorant go over together, and we do miss this by 0.5, right? So, I'm going to try to keep things positive. We did hit an 8.5x. We did hit a 3x here in this video. And then we also did hit UConn spread, which I sent out to my VIP. So I sent out UConn spread at plus 6.5. They do go ahead and lose by 6. So that does go ahead and hit for us really nicely there. And then also the other play of the day was Memphis Grizzlies plus 15.5. Grizzlies actually tied the 3-point made record in this game, and you would not think it because they actually lost by 16 points. All right, so they lost by 1 more point than we needed. They fouled with like 10 seconds left in this game when the game was already over. They fouled when the Cavs could have ran the clock down, but they fouled the Cavs. Cavs get 2 more free throws, and then Grizzlies, they get 1 more opportunity at a 3 to break the record, the 3-point record, and they miss. So they tied the 3-point record, and I don't know. Congratulations to the Grizzlies because they lost by 16 points anyway, so it doesn't even matter. This one does miss. Grizzlies were winning by like 14 points at one point in that game. What can you do, guys? What can you do? You can only make so many good calls, and with a play like this with the Grizzlies, I mean, they had every single opportunity to not lose by 16 points, but they still did somehow. So, I guess that wasn't a great call. Now, I do want to say with soccer, soccer's been phenomenal for us actually recently, and I want to dig my heels into soccer a little bit more. I've actually taken quite a lot of soccer plays over the past 2 years, but sometimes, I don't know, sometimes I just like, it's more of a flavor of the month thing. Sometimes I'm more into soccer, sometimes I'm more into League of Legends, I'm more into Valorant and stuff, and that just kind of goes with the program. But soccer is super consistent. There's also a lot of soccer games. We also have the World Cup this summer, which is going to be exciting, and there's obviously going to be a lot of soccer this summer. But if you guys will see here, we have a setup in soccer, and it's very correlated together. If you guys don't know what I do with correlation, guys, I take players over together, under together, and you'll see a lot of times a soccer formation is something like this. You know, this is a common soccer formation that you might see, and this is a 4-4-2. And you have, you know, defenders, which is this line, and then you have midfielders, which is here, and you have attackers, which is here, right? And let's say I'm betting on this guy to go over his pass attempts, and I'm betting on this guy right here to go over his pass attempts. Well, that would be a really good bet. And that's the bet that we took right here, because they're extremely correlated together, right? Just like a quarterback and receivers correlate together, or two guys in esports are correlated together, this is also very correlated, because these guys are maybe passing back, and then he's passing to this guy, and then he's passing to this guy, and then he's passing here, this guy's passing here, here. These guys are constantly passing back and forth to each other, making these little triangles, and just this is how the course of the game looks. They're constantly passing back and forth. And again, it's not rocket science. You guys know that in soccer, there's going to be a lot of passes. If you've watched any soccer game throughout your life, you know that there's a lot of passing in soccer, and you will see how much these guys passed, right? This guy passed the ball 84 times. This guy passed the ball 83 times, because they're constantly passing back and forth to each other, and we're getting like a 9x for a play like this, and it's extremely correlated, right? And you'll see the second part of this. Again, I'm filming this at around midnight on, midnight, so this play has not hit yet, or this play has not happened yet. It's happening in 4 hours. It's going to happen at like 4 or 5 a.m. Very correlated also in League of Legends for guys to go over together or under together. Again, I don't know how this play is going to turn out. I'm crossing my fingers that they obviously go over together. That is going to be the same that you'll see throughout every play that I have pretty much on the board right now, or on this screen, is you're going to see correlated guys. You know, you'll see in Valorant, it's very similar in Valorant, where you have a guy getting, 23 kills. You have another guy getting 23 kills, because it's also very correlated, right? So I went over how to get the Tyrese Maxey jersey giveaway. I went over a couple of forms of correlation. Let's get into the first pick, and then I'll actually get I'll get you guys information on how to get a free month of the VIP, a free month or two of the VIP. But the first play of the day is going to be Milwaukee Bucks money line versus the Nets. I just really like this play. I think this is way too unfavored for the Bucks. Okay, so I think the Bucks are probably like minus 150-ish is what I have it modeled at right now. I think Bucks are minus 150 favorites. And right now on a site like REBET, you're able to get them at minus 124, and I would take them all the way up to minus 130, okay? So you should be able to get that. If you can take it at like minus 130 to minus 132 or 3, that's going to be fine too. I do want to mention a number of ways to get my VIP completely free, okay? So the first way is going to be REBET, which is actually the app that you see right here. 2 months free of the VIP for signing up for REBET, guys. You get a $100 purchase match for doing that. So you put in 100, you get a free $100. All you need to do to get the 2 free months is put in $10 or more. So just text me REBET if you are interested in that. Text me REBET to this number up here. Second way to get my VIP free is with KALSHI today, guys. All you have to do is put 10 bucks into KALSHI. You'll actually get matched that $10. So you put in 10, you get matched the $10. And yeah, it's as simple as that. 1 month free of the VIP. With KALSHI, guys, you can bet on absolutely anything. You can bet on elections. You can bet on crypto. You can bet on sports. You can bet on the weather even if you wanted to, okay? So KALSHI, really cool app, really cool concept, and it's been making headlines and such recently just with how polarizing it is. So if you do not have KALSHI yet, it is actually available in, I believe, more than like 45 states. I'm not 100% about that. It might be available in almost every state now that I think about it. But KALSHI is pretty much available in every state, guys. You can text me KALSHI to this number, get 1 free month of the VIP, as simple as that. Code is going to be detective. But go ahead and text me first just so I can get you guys the right information. Now, the second pick of the day, first pick was Bucks money line. Second pick of the day is going to be on Underdog. And we have a 2-man with esports. It is a 3.5x, which is the best payout in the industry. That's why I highly recommend getting Underdog, because you get the best payouts in the industry with just 2-mans. And I am taking a 2-man pick right here. I am taking, I think it's Mushashi or something like that. That's how you say that name, Mushashi. And then I'm taking him over kills at 26.5, and I'm taking Signal at over 22.5 kills. This is going to be the play of the day on Underdog, guys. And then going into the final pick, which is going to be on PrizePicks, let's try to cash again. We just cashed with Joel Embiid and the guy from Michigan, forgot his name. But we do have this 2-man in the NBA. It is getting very, very close to playoff season, and I feel like we're honing in a little bit with these NBA plays. I mean, I feel like we are, the player props, I'm getting more confident in them. We've had a lot of 1 out of 2s the past maybe 3 days, but we did just cash a 3x, and we've gotten close recently on some other picks. But going into the playoffs, I'm very excited about it. And we are at a weird point in the season because we have about I think there's like maybe 5 or 6 games left, maybe even less than that, before the playoffs start, okay? So the first pick is going to be Ryan Kalkbrenner to go under 10.5 PRA. The second pick is going to be PJ Washington under 6.5 rebounds, okay? Going into this pick and why I like this pick, it really stems from the Hornets and the situation that they are in, okay? They are tied for 8th right now, okay? You have the Heat, you have the Magic, you have the Hornets, you have the 76ers, and you have the Raptors all fighting for a playoff spot right now, and they're all within 1 game of each other. And what does that mean? That means that the Hornets are going to be playing their starters, and they're pretty much playing this like a playoff game, all right? You have to treat it for these, 5 teams or whatever that I just mentioned, or these 4 teams. You have to treat it like they are already in the playoffs, because they really are. If they lose just 1 game, that could be the difference between their season ending and them going to the playoffs. So with Ryan, I think he's going to go under, because I think he is going to not play very many minutes, because they're going to treat this like a playoff game. Now, he is very polarizing on maybe not polarizing is the right word, but he's very minute dependent, all right? Just like every player is in the NBA, to be quite honest. But there's some games, yes, he's going to get in the low 20-minute range. He's just going to get a lot of points and a lot of points and rebounds. And there's some games where he gets, let's just say 13 or 17 or 16 minutes, and those are the games that he's going to go under. And again, I am betting on right now that this guy is going to go under 17 or under 16 minutes in this game, because they are treating this game like a playoff game. Now, on top of that, a lot of times he gets in the game when they win. So a lot of times you'll see all these green candlesticks here. These are games that the Hornets are winning, right? They won this game, they won this game, they won this game, they win these 3 games here. And a lot of these games that he's going in the red, they won this game against the Knicks, but against this game in the 76ers, they lost. Celtics that they just played a couple of weeks, about a week ago, they lost. And then over here, they do actually win versus the Timberwolves. But what I'm trying to say is that in close games or in losses, he does not come in the game. Why? Because they're in close games, right? They're not in blowouts where their backups are going to come in. So at the end of the day, I think he's going to get under 17 minutes. I think if he gets under 17 minutes, and the Hornets and all of these teams, honestly, need to and already are treating the rest of the season like the playoffs. So that is why I'm taking him under. I think he's going to see reduced minute share. The second pick of the day is going to be PJ Washington, and we're going to take him under 6.5 rebounds. Now I'm seeing now that his line just bumped to 6, so that's not very cool of them to do that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take his under points plus rebounds, because I also really like this pick. It's just completely fine, and just as good, honestly. So I am taking his under points plus rebounds, guys. The main reason why I'm taking this pick is because he's playing the Clippers. Clippers have a very, very, very strong defense. They are number 1 in points allowed versus power forwards and small forwards of this position. So you'll see that they're very, very good on defense, and they are the number 2 ranked toughest defense in points plus rebounds for power forwards, okay? If you look at head-to-head, he struggles against the Clippers, guys, because the Clippers are a very strong defense, okay? So this is my 2 plays of the day. go ahead and lock this in on PrizePicks, and let's go ahead and try to cash another 3x entry in today's video. Okay, guys? So again, leave a like and comment on this video if you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys can get this entry into the signed Tyrese Maxey jersey giveaway today. And if you cash this 8.5x or the 3x, or if you're just as frustrated about that one League of Legends guy going over as I am, then please leave a comment down below. It really helps me out long term. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.